What's going on YouTube? How's everybody doing? So today we have a review of the Over and Under Style face mask. We're going to talk about the pros, the cons, what I did or did not like about this, and everything in between. And before we get into anything, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. The like lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm putting out. The subscribe gets that content to you a lot more easy. And also, if you hit the little bell button, the little ringy-dingy thing, it notifies you a lot quicker whenever I put a video up, so you know a lot sooner. That way you know to go on and watch it. Anyways, let's get into it. This face mask was sent to me by David Ambrico, and I hope I said his name right. I apologize if I did not, David. But it was sent to me by David Ambrico at Over and Under Style. And they are a image consultant, custom clothier company down in Austin, Texas for men. Now, before we get into the mask completely, I do want to talk a little bit about the company that this came from, and this is David's business card. Try and get that centered on there. And I love his logo. It did such a great job designing that logo. But that's all of his information. I apologize if it did not focus in for you guys. I'm just filming on my phone, so I'll have what you need linked below also. Now, they are, like I said, they are a custom men's clothing company down in Austin, Texas. And what they do is they actually do things a little bit differently. They'll start with image consulting, get an idea, a feel for how you guys like to dress, your personal style. Then they'll kind of build upon that with not necessarily changing around and doing a in-the-box cut and dry thing, but they'll personalize it to you. So they want to build upon what you have already. They don't want to reset everything. So that's awesome that they make it about the customer. It's not just about pushing a product. So they're all about customer service down there and making sure that you guys are all taken care of. And I can say, just by wearing this thing, if you guys do decide to go through him for some custom clothes or something like that, if you want to get shirts, these are actually made from scraps from the shirts that they can't use, or the scraps from the shirts material that they can't use. And it's a very nice material, so the shirts are going to be very nice. I can tell just from the mask, so that's awesome. Now, as far as the mask goes, this is the typical, goes around the ears. I don't know if there's a technical term for that. You have some other styles, but this is, I think, the most common style you guys see. And that's the back of it. And these are made from, like I had said, shirt scraps that they can't use for the shirts. And they're from Egyptian cotton. So it has a very nice, luxurious feel to it. And that is one of the big pros to it. It is very luxurious feeling, and it is a very good quality, high quality actually, fabric. So you know it's not going to give out on you, know it's not going to wear out within a month. Now, as far as construction goes, they definitely get a 10 out of 10. If they did not sew these by hand, they did a pretty good job with the machine. There's actually 2 layers of fabric here behind this, which I'll get into what that is here in a second. So it actually, so that the fabric's not rough on your face, the inside of it, they actually put a smoother fabric there so that you're not getting all itchy and stuff. And I know sometimes that can happen with some face masks. If they're not very well made and it's just one single layer, it can irritate your nose and irritate around your mouth and make you want to scratch it a little bit more. Now, the things I liked about this the most, the feel of it, it definitely softens up very well whenever you start wearing it. It's not exceptionally soft out of the box, but it's not exceptionally stiff either. It's, once you wear it a couple times, get it broken in, it's very nice feeling. Now, for those of you guys that like to have filters in your masks, they also include a filter pocket, which is a plus for you guys with that either want that extra protection or need it because you have a weakened immune system or something like that. So they really do think about the customer whenever they make these masks, which is, you can't say enough good things about that because some companies really don't think about that. So they definitely get bonus points for taking the customer into consideration. Now, as far as how this mask performed for me, because I wore it over the course of the last week, I have 2 jobs. I work at a Wendy's and I work at a local pizza shop, so I'm constantly moving around, and some days I double, so sometimes I had this thing on for 12 hours a day, and I didn't have too much of a problem as far as wearing it goes. It's the only face mask that goes around my ears that did not irritate my ears. Sometimes, this will be a little too thick or something, and it'll just start to dig at your ears after a while. I did not have a problem with this. As far as feeling it on my ears goes, I didn't know it was on there. So very comfortable as far as the actual wear goes. Breathability on this thing was about average. It wasn't extremely breathable, but it wasn't extreme. It didn't really constrict my breathing too much, I didn't feel, but I'm not a heavy breather either. It wasn't real humid either for the week that I was wearing it, so I really didn't get to see how it would perform in humidity. But as far as heat goes, I didn't have too much of a problem with that. Now, as far as care instructions for this, which this is a big pro, you can just throw this in with your normal laundry and wash it that way. It doesn't require any special care instructions or anything like that. So I really like that. Very easy to maintain. You don't have to think too much about it. And since it's Egyptian cotton, sometimes they don't recommend putting that in the washing machine, but with these you actually can. So that's awesome. Now, cons to this, the only con that I think I had was, and it wasn't even a personal problem for me necessarily. I did have some people say that it was kind of muffled my voice a little bit more than other masks that I have worn. So, I'm going to kind of show you guys why I think that is here in a second. But, I mean, that can be up in the air. And why I did think that the reason why that had happened was because it does have a little bit of a snugger fit than any of the other masks I have worn. So I hope that you guys can hear me whenever I put this thing on. If not, I'll kind of repeat what I had said just in case. So, once I get it on, I'm going to show you guys right here. There's really not much of an opening. There's a little bit. Sometimes with face masks, you can have a real big wide gap there, and you don't have that. There's a little bit of a one there, but not too bad. Another side looks about the same way. Down below the chin is really where I think it shined out. There's no gaps here whatsoever, and I hope you guys could see that, and my head was lifted up enough. The only place there was really any kind of major gapping, and it's not even that major, is right here under my eyes. There's a little tiny bit there. But I think you're going to have that with all your face masks. Unless it's a custom fit, it's not going to completely cover right there. But just to recap what I had said, just in case you guys didn't hear me, it fits a little bit snugger than other masks do. There's not any major gapping here or under here. And that was actually another positive about this mask, was it has this little chin cut out here so that it fits under your chin. Because I know with some of the face masks that they have now out, they like to sneak up as you're talking. This one does not do that. In hindsight, nothing's getting in, nothing's getting out of this thing. COVID's staying far away from you, and if you have it, you're not going to have to worry about spreading it. If you don't have it, you don't have to worry about breathing in somebody else's stuff with this. And it is a little bit of a tighter knit fabric, if you guys are wondering. So it is a little bit of a tighter knit fabric than what the other masks do offer. So my final thoughts on this are, overall, it's a very high quality mask, and it'd be great if my ideal situation for this mask would actually be as a dressier mask, like a nice going out mask. I definitely think that that's the ideal situation for this. And if you guys are interested in buying this, he sells these in a 2-pack for $30. And he has a link, or he has a website that they're working on right now. It's not up yet. I think he said it's going to be up here in a couple of days. Right now, you can actually email him at, I think it's, there it is, david@overandunderstyle.com. So if you guys are interested in these, shoot him an email. He has a couple of other options. Besides this, he has another striped mask. Instead of this has a chevron design, he has a striped mask where I think it's blue, brown, and white stripe. And he has a light blue one. I think there was a pink one and a white one also. So you guys have some variety to pick from if you guys aren't really big into this color scheme. So there's that. And actually, here, the other pattern is actually similar to the hem on this. And then the white is just a solid white. The light blue is about the same color as this. And then the pinks, it's pink. Not real pinky pink, like a more masculine pink. So, yeah, I think that's about all I have for you guys. Oh, also, if I had not mentioned it already, there is a filter pocket here. I don't believe I did, but there is actually a filter pocket here for you guys. So if you'd like to use a filter in your masks, you can definitely pop one in there. I don't really do a filter in my masks, so I actually did not try that portion of it out. But if that's something you guys want to add into there, that's definitely something you can do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Over and Under Style face mask. Like I said in the beginning, make sure you like and subscribe below. Also, if you're interested in a new pocket knife, my previous video was an unboxing of the Spyderco Manix 2. And after using it for about almost a week now, I absolutely love that thing. So go ahead, I'll link that below also. Make sure you guys check that out if that's something you're interested in. Thank you so much. Have a great night.